Toss out to the pack. It is Pack here.
AKA your mama's best friend, your daddy's worst nightmare.
Now we are starting to get the important news of NBA 2K23. And I'm not gonna lie to you, they dropped so much today. I don't really know where to start, so I'm gonna have to break this up into multiple videos. Today I'm focusing on the badges and the changes in badges and the build system for NBA 2K23. I'm gonna give you all the information we got in this video. If you like this kind of content, please join the pack and subscribe, and let's get the video started with the brand new badges. A lot of the information I'm getting from is from either 2K Intel or Mike Wang himself, so let's go. First up is defensive badges. We're getting brand new ones and removing some. So I'm actually gonna start with the removed badge, which is defensive leader, which is good. It's not that it was a bad badge, but I just felt like no one needed a +4 attribute for a whole team. It was never that important compared to all these other ones like anchor. This one is massive. This is going to change the game. It's so important. A crucial badge for last line of defense bigs, improved ability to block and contest shots in the paint. This is going to change the game. There's so many times the center is under the basket and like tries to react and just gets dunked on. It's so stupid. This is going to fix that. Box out beast. Now I'm worried because it didn't remove box the badge, so I don't know what this is going to be. It says helps the rebounder win box out battles on both offense and defensive rebounding situations, which is just box. So I'm kind of confused about this one, but whatever. Workhorse, the Patrick Beverly badge, which boosts your ability to hustle down 50-50 balls and play hard-nosed defense without getting tired. If this means you can basically get in players' faces and lock onto them most of the time, then I'm down for it. But I mean, this is basically just hustler again, so kind of a weird one again. Glove. This is basically gonna be pickpocket, but for specific situations. It's named after legendary defender Gary Payton. Helps you strip defenders or players as they gather for shots and poke the ball free from ball handlers. So this is basically ball stripper and pickpocket at the same time, essentially. And then Challenger improves the effectiveness of perimeter shot contest. This one is the big one. So it's basically intimidator for perimeter shots. I really wanted this one. I felt like perimeter defense was lacking so hard in 2K, and Challenger is going to fix that. So two major badges, Anchor and Challenger, that I'm really happy with. Then we got playmaking. Killer combos. So I'm not even gonna read it. It's basically just quick chain and tie handles put together. So they remove those two badges, right? Clamp breaker. It helps ball handlers win more one-on-one bump body confrontations. It's a counter to clamps. I don't like that because clamps already doesn't work. Like, I have Hall of Fame clamps, and if someone's hiding behind a screen doing dribble moves, I will not bump them. So I don't know how this is going to help that situation. It's going to make it worse, but whatever. Vice grip improves ball security immediately after securing a rebound catch or picking up the ball. Great balance for bigs, or badge for bigs. Even though I think this badge shouldn't need to exist, I'm glad that they have it because there's so many times I rebound it and just immediately lose it that it's idiotic. This is going to help that situation. It shouldn't happen in the first place, but at least there's a badge to counter it now, at least. And the mismatch expert, which is already coming back, but I guess instead of it being for shooting, it's for playmaking. And it's just to help break down like tall defenders when you're a small guard. Now they remove bullet passer, downhill, glue hands, and stop and go. Stop and go and glue hands are fine to remove. Downhill, I guess, is just going to depend on your speed now. And then bullet passer, I think, in my opinion, that's just going to be your passing rating now. That's what I'm assuming. So a pretty W for the playmaking stuff, I think. Now there's a couple more finishing and then a lot more shooting. Let's go into it. So finishing, there's Slithery, which is just Slithery finisher. I don't know why they changed the name. Masher, which increases the ability to finish inside layups over defenders. This is great. So basically there's Posterizer, and now there's going to be Masher, which is basically like the John Morant one where you can go in, get hit, and then still make an acrobatic finish. That's awesome because layups are part of basketball. I'm glad it's coming into the game. Aerial Wizard, ability to successfully complete alley-oop and putback dunks. So instead of doing alley-oop specialist or putback boss, you can literally just have Aerial Wizard and it's going to work. And then Bully, like Giannis and LeBron, be able to finish your bulldozing through traffic. This one's going to be kind of broken if you're a big defender or a big player that slashes. This one's going to be a scary badge. I think this is going to be underrated. And they removed Hook Specialist, which is interesting because either they just don't want people to do post-hook cheese anymore, or they're going to have something else for it. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, shooting. There's a lot, so let's go over it. Agent 3, which is ability to hit difficult three-point shots off the dribble. This is basically just circus threes, but now this is also going to be like the running threes that we're knowing that I hate, but that's going to be added into the game with Agent 3, which I guess is fine, but it's still kind of annoying. Midi Magician, which is it's just difficult shots, but now it's called like Midi Magician. Amped, which is reduces the shooting attribute penalty for fatigue. So this was good because when I would shoot in 2K and I was running around picks and screens, and I ran out of stamina, like I could hit the shot, but it was pretty hard to hit it. Now Amped is going to help you not deal with that situation, which is good because some shooters can shoot after getting tired, so that's good. Claymore increases a spot up shooter's ability to knock down catch and shoot jumpers the longer they remain stationary in a position. So it's not like set shooter where like after you catch it and you stand still and then shoot, it gives you a boost. It's going to give you a boost even if you don't have the ball in your hand. So basically, corner shooters are going to love this badge. It's going to be a free 3 every time, like every single time. Comeback kid, it's just clutch shooter essentially, but when you're behind, that's all it is. Hand down, man down, it makes it an outside shooter even deadlier if their opponent does not have their hand up, which if you're a good defender, it's not really going to matter. Space Creator, formerly known as a playmaking badge, it now boosts the ability to hit step back jumpers and hop shots, and it'll also cause defenders to stumble more often. This is going to be broken with Agent 3. Like this, and Agent 3 is going to be really annoying. And then Limitless Range, which is an old favorite, returns. It's just, so basically they remove Chef and Limitless Spot Up, and they're just adding it into Limitless Range again, which is fine. It's not a big deal. So they removed a couple badges. Chef and Limitless Spot Up, which is now Limitless Range. Hot Zone Hunter, interesting choice, but I love that badge, but oh well. Lucky 7, it wasn't a bad badge. It wasn't a bad idea, but whatever, it's fine. Mismatch Expert, which is being removed with Hand Down, Man Down, other stuff like that. Set Shooter, which is being removed with the Claymore. And Sniper, thank God they removed Sniper. If we take anything away from today, is that they removed Sniper. That is a W, 2K. I can't even complain about that. Wow. That's a lot of badges. Now, let's go to the next thing that they dropped, and that's badge info. So they had to kind of change badges. This will be the last thing. I'll read it to you and explain. So the most impactful change when it comes to building players is the new form of the badge system for new gen. So this is not for current gen, it's only for new gen, okay? When looking at telemetry from previous years, we noticed that players often gravitated towards the same badges, and as a result, became a little overpowered by stacking certain badges together. This year, we're moving to a tiered badge system. There are 16 badges per attribute category. There's 8 in tier 1, 4 in tier 2, and 4 in tier 3. Okay? So, tier 1 badges are the least powerful for your player, but also cost the least amount of badge points. Costs go up as you climb tiers and acquire more impactful badges. The basic idea is that you'll need to equip a certain number of badges in the lower tiers before you can equip badges in the highest tier. Okay. The motive behind this change was to encourage players to make some tough choices when creating their badge recipes, making loadouts more valuable as a feature, bring a better overall balance to the badge game in general, along with the tiers. We're also introducing core badges, which are 4 unique badge slots, 1 in each attribute category, that can be filled with your badges that don't count towards your badge points. Each badge will have a challenge requirement once met, will allow the badge to be placed into a core badge slot. We also made several changes to the badges themselves, which are highlighted below. So there's a lot here. Basically what it sounds like is that there's going to be a tier system. You can pick which badge you want, but the higher tier badge, the harder it is to get because it's going to cost more badge points. So we're moving from making badges to bronze to Hall of Fame. Now we're going to do a tier system, right? And I like it. I do like it, because if let's say you put 2 like tier 3 badges, now you're going to be like struggling with other stuff. But if you do a bunch of tier 2 badges and a couple tier 1 badges, you're going to be kind of broken, right? I kind of like that. The other thing is the core badge idea is interesting. Basically, it's like you have a badge that like no matter what you're gonna have. This is like your gameplay. This is what you do, right? Like for example, if you're a corner shooter, you're gonna have Claymore, right? For example. So I like it. I like the ideas. I like the changes. I hate that this is only for new generation though. I don't know why they only did it for new gen. I wish they would have done it for both current and next, because now it makes the game different for both games. But whatever. Overall, these are pretty crazy badge changes. What do you think about all this? Let me know your opinions in the comments below, and if you like the channel, please give it a sub. I'll see you guys next time.